Daggers. You rarely see them in the arena for quite some reasons. The range, the poise damage it does, and against the meta, you can struggle because of the range, and again, trading against hyper armor, that will never be in your favor. However, the build I'm willing to showcase here is really fun. First of all, it's really fun. And second of all, it has its ways to fight against it. I'm not going to say it's like the perfect counter. Oh my god, no. But it definitely has its ways to deal with hyper armor and a little bit against the meta, which is my Catch Flame Dagger build. So how does this work? These are also the stats if you want to know what the stats are. It literally is just 80 faith, or just the max amount of faith you can miss, and just figure and endurance. That's it. It says it's that simple. And how this works is, and also you can buff it with Flame Grammy Strength to get some pretty nice AR. 551, not bad. So Catch Flame we all know and love, right? It's probably one of the strongest incantations in the game, if not the most versatile in the game. Catch Flame on its own does do some quite some poise damage. It won't beat hyper armor, but it still is really effective for like roll catching or pressuring back if someone is too aggressive against you. But the synergy with the dagger here is it pseudos really, really well with the standing R1. Like this. I keep mentioning this, but running Catch Flames or jumping Catch Flames or crouching Catch Flames will always happen at max cast speed, even if you don't have max cast speed. This is why it's really handy. But after a run in Catch Flame, look at how fast the R1 happens. This pseudos extremely well, and it sometimes even feels like it is a true combo. This might be dependent on poise. Don't take this with a grain of salt, but I've seen people trying to roll as fast as possible, and this still connected. So it pseudos really well, and it doesn't stop here. After hitting Catch Flame R1, you have Impaling Thrust. So Impaling Thrust, if you've checked my channel, you know that I really like this weapon art for multiple reasons. It is really good against hyper armor since it breaks hyper armor. It doesn't matter what kind of hyper armor it is, except for super armor, but that's different. This will break hyper armor. And the range is not bad, the startup is not bad. So against curved great swords, great spears, right, where people just tend to try and trade with you, you can go for this. So this entire sequence allows for Impaling Thrust to be a pretty consistent roll catch, or to still keep up the pressure if they roll delayed. So if they delay the roll, you might miss, but you're still in their face. So you're still close, and you can just follow it up with an R2. That R2 happens a bit faster since it's cancelled out of Impaling Thrust. But if you hit this, it actually threw combos into the R2. So this build is like really fast, and it has some really cool combos going for, and it just feels really fun to fight with. So yeah, this build was really fun. I would say give it a try. If you're not familiar with short range, you're gonna struggle a little bit, but I've been playing with fist weapons since patch 1, so for me it's kind of normal, but I really enjoyed this build. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll just roll the tapes, and I'll see y'all in the next one.